Greetings everyone, it's Ashley and I'm back at Disney World. It's actually been a while since I've done a Disney World vlog, but I'm going to be spending part of the day here at EPCOT to share some park updates with you. You know, the summer's getting ready to kick off and that means tons of changes and new things debuting across Disney World. But I wanted to spend the day here at EPCOT because quite a few of those things are just happening here at this park. So V.I.Passholder Days, Summer Days just kicked off, and that's, you know, special perks and benefits that pass holders can enjoy this summer. Now, it's not exclusive to EPCOT, but there are a couple of things that are tied to Passholder Days that you can only enjoy here at EPCOT. So I'll point those out a little bit later in the video. There's also changes coming to CommuniCore Hall, and I'll discuss that a little bit later in the video. We're also in the final stretches of the Flower and Garden Festival, and I know there's some food items that have debuted on this last half of the festival that I haven't tried yet. So since I'm here, I might actually try some things, eat some things. But most importantly, I'm just excited to be back in the parks, taking you around, pointing out some updates. Who knows what else we'll see as we make our way around the park. So anyway, let's just get to it. So we're in the final stretches of the Flower and Garden Festival. It ends June 2nd. And right here at the front of the park, they have this Moana topiary. What's interesting, if you go back and look at photos or even videos of this topiary when this festival first debuted, you will notice it looks a little different. And that's just because the plants around this topiary has grown and it's a lot fuller than it was when it first debuted. So it's really interesting to, you know, come to the park during the Flower and Garden Festival and see how the plants and the topiaries and the flower beds and the gardens change over the course of the festival. So I actually stopped over at Creation Shop because it has one of the exclusive pass holder perks that are available during these pass holder summer days, and that's the Maleficent pass holder magnet. So you can actually pick it up right over here at Creation Shop during the park hours. All you need is your annual pass, whether that's the physical card or through the app, and they'll scan it and they'll give you this pass holder magnet. I really like it. It's got Maleficent on there in her human form, and a nice purple and green color scheme there, and it says Walt Disney World Annual Pass Holder. Now, while I was over in Creation Shop, I also noticed that they had a ton of flower and garden merchandise still available. They've actually restocked a lot of it, so if you've been eyeing any of the Orange Bird lug bags or spirit jerseys or t-shirts, they have plenty of it, so go over there and get it. I also noticed that they had some new 4th of July style merchandise over there. It's not a huge section of it, but they have some t-shirts and hats and even a lug bag. Red, white, and blue, 4th of July. So again, getting ready for summer, so they're obviously going to be rolling out a lot of that kind of merchandise. So if you're at all interested in that, they have it over at the Creation Shop. So if you've ever walked past these tall poles right here when you're at EPCOT, these are the purple martin nests. And this is actually the first time I've actually seen the purple martins out and about. And they are. I noticed some cast members were out, so I believe that they are checking in on the purple martins, checking in on the nests. I saw them with some tools. They're probably, you know, doing some research and some collecting some data. So I said we're getting ready for this summer season to start, but if today's any indication, it feels like summer already. It is blazing hot out here. It is blazing hot out here. I have my hat on, trying to stay cool, but it is so hot. So just be prepared for coming to the parks this summer. It is going to be probably pretty brutal. So I decided to stop by Test Track. Now the attraction is closed right now. It's going to reopen later this summer, and when it does, this version, which everyone's nicknaming Test Track 3.0, this version will be more similar to World of Motion. It's going to take inspiration from that attraction. That was an opening day attraction here at EPCOT. Now, Disney hasn't said when this is reopening yet, so we don't have an opening date, but since the last time I was here, they've come quite a long way with the construction, and this exterior facade is looking really, really good. And you can tell it looks very similar to the concept art. It also looks very similar to the exterior of the World of Motion attraction. Now I heard they were testing this recently. I haven't heard any testing while I've been out here, but that's okay. I mean, I was hoping to hear some testing, but I'm really excited for it to open. Test Track's one of my favorite attractions, and I'm really excited to see this new version. So, coming soon. I also stopped by the Morocco Pavilion because that's where they have the Passholder Lounge. So right now it is opened over in Restaurant Marrakesh, which is a restaurant that's been closed for a number of years now. Now the Passholder Lounge, inside they have water. You could also get this Moroccan mint tea. They also have snacks that you can get. All of it's complimentary. They also have seating. They have a recharging station, and they also have, best thing ever, air conditioning. It's a nice break from the heat. So I went inside to take a look around, and I really love the look of this restaurant. It's so beautiful inside, and I always like to see how they decorate it for the Passholder Lounge. They also have a photo op in there where they do magic shots. Sometimes they have characters. I didn't see any characters in there when I was in there, but they might have them on different days, or they might have them different times during the day. So just check back. But they do have a nice little photo op in there that you can do. But again, snacks, free snacks, seating, and air conditioning. Another nice little surprise is they're handing out pass holder buttons in the Passholder Lounge. I wasn't expecting that. So not only can you get a pass holder magnet while you're here at EPCOT, you can also get a pass holder button. It wasn't too busy when I was in there. I was expecting a line, but there actually wasn't a line. So I was able to find a seat and just kind of sit and chill out for a little bit. But probably during the day, it's going to be very busy because it is limited seating. Now, if you are coming over here to check out the Passholder Lounge, you should know that it's only open from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. and it'll only be available through July 13th. So just keep that date and those times in mind. Now, earlier I mentioned that CommuniCore Hall will be undergoing some changes. So as you can see, CommuniCore Hall right now is closed, and that is because it's going to be transformed into something that Disney is calling GoofyCore at CommuniCore Hall. So basically, GoofyCore is going to be this play zone that's going to have DJ-led dance parties, characters, and also some other activities that kids can do while they're inside of this, venue. And so because of that, they've closed this area off. Don't really know any other details about GoofyCore and what all is going to be in there, but it's going to be a nice indoor activity space for kids this summer. That is set to open on May 27th. So that's when CommuniCore Hall is going to reopen. It's going to reopen as GoofyCore on May 27th. Now there was a food booth over here in CommuniCore Hall, Farmer's Feast, but since CommuniCore Hall is closed, it's now moved over to the Florida Fresh kiosk. And that's where I'm heading next because there's actually a menu item that I haven't tried yet that I've been wanting to try, and it was on the Farmer's Feast menu. So the other reason I wanted to stop over at CommuniCore Hall is because I wanted to check out the last menu over at Farmer's Feast. Now again, it's no longer in CommuniCore Hall, it's moved over to Florida Fresh, but Farmer's Feast had a rotating menu. So they had a different menu when the festival started, and every few weeks or so, it would switch to a different menu. So right now it's on the Summer Solstice menu, which is the last menu for this food kiosk for the festival. And they had the grilled beef strip loin that I really, really wanted to try. And so that's what I got. It's the grilled beef strip loin with tomato risotto. And then I also got the cucumber watermelon slushy, just because it's been so hot today and I wanted something really, really cold to drink. I have my water, but I also wanted something with a little bit more flavor. This was actually really tasty. Like, I would get this again. The meat was very tender, and the tomato risotto had a lot of flavor, and the cucumber watermelon slush was a great way to wash it all down because it was just what I needed. Nice and cold and very refreshing. So that's going to wrap up my time here at EPCOT. I hope you enjoyed joining me for some quick updates about things that are happening in and around the parks. Jump into the comment section and let me know, are you planning on coming to EPCOT to check out the Passholder Lounge? Have you picked up your Passholder magnet? Or are you excited about the new version of Test Track that's debuting this summer? Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.